Welcome in to Rapid Recap, recapping the Jaguars season finale, a loss to the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the narrative that we've been talking about the entire year, Brian, is this team has fight. This team has effort. But for example, the wide receiver position, they couldn't even go five wide if they wanted to. They elevate Terry Godwin from the practice squad, but this roster right now is so depleted. They have the fight, but they just can't beat a team like the Indianapolis Colts.
No, and I'll start in the first half with the run defense. You saw what Jonathan Taylor did, 100 yards in the first quarter, like 253 for the game. Look, we knew early on this season when Rodney Gunter and Al Woods both had to opt out for different reasons that this was going to be a challenged position. And it was all season long. And on Sunday, you saw a healthy Colts offensive line and Jonathan Taylor, who's a terrific talent. And they exposed. The Jaguars are so thin on the defensive line. Look, quarterback's number one, but defensive tackle is probably number two. And you could just tell right up the middle of that defense, it was so soft. It just didn't have any teeth to it. So early on, the Jaguars put themselves in a hole. And then, John, I thought that the Colts put it on cruise control at 20. I think maybe they forgot who they were playing, a team that doesn't quit.
Yeah, and that to me, we all know the reports. We know what's circulating. And Doug Marrone, this season, I thought all season, it sounds weird to say, but 1-15, I thought he got as much out of this team as was there. And I thought he did one last time today. 20-0. I'll be honest, I thought this thing was going to end up 51-7 because it just looked like it was getting away. And Mike Lennon, to his credit, 13 straight completions or whatever it was. They got back in it, and the defense held them scoreless for 6 straight possessions. I sure didn't expect that. And it doesn't make it a successful season, a successful day, whatever. But, an undermanned team that didn't have the horses to win games, they fought to the end. And, that's something to take away from a lost season, lost day, whatever. It's not much. But within the storyline of this game, I thought that was it.
Just as a means of comparison, just to kind of to underscore that, the fight and how that matters, you look at the Dolphins who gave up 56 points. They were a playoff caliber team, playing on the road against a playoff caliber team, right? Because we're going to see the Colts and the Bills next week. 56 points, and the starters were out for the Bills for most of the second half, for goodness sakes. I mean, the Jaguars were not a good football team, but they weren't that bad.
And there's always a positive. It sounds cliche and you don't celebrate moral victories in football, but yes, credit to head coach Doug Marrone for keeping this team in it when the rosters just didn't match up. And that is your rapid recap. We'll be back more about this game and this entire season tomorrow morning at Jags Drive Time, 9 a.m. We will see you there.